Hey baby, listen, it's 8 o'clock, so let's get rolling. Hey everybody, welcome to Adam Makes Beer. My name is Adam, and this is your March 2023 live stream. Things have been busy, man. We've been rocking and rolling on my side. I don't know how your 2023 is going, but man, I can't believe that it's March already, flying through it. I don't know seasonally how things are by you or how it's typically going this time of year for weather, but we've been pretty mild, man. I love it down here. I love it down here in that not so south, not so Midwest area of the U.S. It's been a beautiful weather as far as I go. Beautiful winter as far as I go. But we're rolling right through, man. We've got Bachfest going on here in Cincinnati. I don't know by you, but man, Bach is huge down here, and they've got the big Bachfest down there, man, pouring all those things. We have our Bach goat beer that is pouring both in the tap room, and we do have a location where it's pouring downtown where it's available. So go check that out. This is the second time I've brewed that beer. Last time I brewed it, it was called Brigade, and this time, because we were feeling wild, we went a little different direction with it and called it goat beer. So yeah, we got goat beer pouring, even though it is like take two on a similar recipe. We're pretty pleased with how that came out. So that's cool. Like I said, Bach beer season down here. It's getting warmer and all that good stuff. Kind of on the weather note, though, if you're just joining us, we have some kind of wild weather blowing around. We've had a bunch of rain today, flood warnings, things like that. Everything's cool, but we have had some power outages, and my lights have gone on and off a few times within the last hour. So we'll see, man. If this thing works, then it works and it's awesome. If we get cut off, though, I'm probably not going to try to log back in tonight. And just it is a bit of a process. So I brought the same TV up here so I can still have the fireplace, even though I'm in a different spot in the house. I'm in my son's rooms. My two sons share a room, and they're both out of the house right now. One's at college, and one's doing missionary work, and so I'm in there right now. My folks are visiting. They're staying downstairs where I usually record. Let's jump right into channel news. Man, it was another super strong month, man. And listen, you know me. I'm on the Mandarin Orange Kroger Seltzer. Come at me, okay? It's refreshing. I'm on my I'm on my soft cider game over here, staying hydrated. So anyways, little drinky drink there. It's been another good month for the channel, man. We're running up on 3,000 subs, and really, we started dropping stuff May 18th 2022, so we've got some months to go. We're kind of building steam as we go. I might be getting greedy, but you never know with how YouTube works, and when you tap into different networks and things like that, about what kind of growth you can get. But we're coming up on 3,000. I'm gonna say it out loud. I think it'd be wild if we hit 5 by May. And again, maybe that's crazy. So that'd be March, April. That's 3 months. But maybe we could. That would be pretty cool. I do have more collabs coming up, more appearances on other people's channels and platforms. And that stuff really helps. That stuff really helps to grow, as well as all of you hitting up all your beer loving friends, brewery loving friends, all that stuff, hitting them up with this channel and spreading it around, so please do that for me, because it really helps. And the cool thing is the more all of you are doing that, the more you share my stuff out, whether it be channel social media posts, what have you. It's helping me out with suppliers. It's gonna, I think it can help me do some cool things with suppliers going forward. So it'll help make some cooler content too. Right now, I'm talking to a few different people on the supply side of maybe some things that I can get in and work with and do videos on. So we'll see, but I can tell you this: I will be back on the Hoppy Hour with CH on 3/8 on March 8th. You will see me on the Hoppy Hour once again. I am looking forward to it. It'll be a bunch of fun. CH is a cool dude, and we had a good time last time. And I was a little surprised when he hit me back up so soon, because I think it was in January when I was on there the first time. So hopefully it went well, and he's not just inviting me back to yell at me for how poorly I did the first time. But no, I'm looking forward to doing that. That's going to be a lot of fun. We'll be talking beer and all the things over there. I am also going to be doing a live stream on their platform with Genus Brewing. I believe Genus is the way to pronounce it, Genus. If that is not the way to pronounce it, I'm a loser, and I'm sorry, and I'm going to hear you say it when we live stream. But anyways, some West Coast brothers that I'll be sitting down with talking beer on the 12th. Keep an eye out on my Instagram, and I'm sure I'll post stuff online as well on YouTube. Brew Dudes. This was an offshoot of what was it? My wife's bringing me coffee. She's wonderful. They won't be able to see you, don't worry. It's the last thing she wants, is to be able to be seen on camera. I love you too. Can you close that door, babe, or do you want me to? Thank you. Still right there. Thank you. You're sweet. My lovely wife. So anyways, Brew Dudes, that's where we're at. Brew Dudes, one of the guys on the Hop Edition podcast has a YouTube page called Brew Dudes, and we collaborated, and this is kind of maybe a little theme that's developing. I have some different YouTubers that I'm collaborating with, where they are taking a recipe that I have won an award with professionally, and then we scale it down. They brew it at home, do tasting and everything like that. So Brew Dudes just did theirs on my award-winning hazy pale ale called Pathfinder. That was actually the first medal that I won working at Cartridge, and that was in the Ohio Craft Brewers Cup Championship, something like that. But anyways, we did a full brew day on that. The beer turned out great. I think it's a 2-part series. Again, Brew Dudes, Dudes Brews, and it's dude as in Big Lebowski. Just so you know, for all you dude fans out there. So yeah, 2-part video. First one is a sit down chat that we had, talking making hazy beer, smaller hazy beers, some fun brewing conversation there. He knows his stuff. It was a fun talk, and plus great accent over there. One of the UK homies. So there was that with Dudes Brews. What else? More recipe collabs in the works as well, TBD. I have continued contact going on with a few different people. I don't want to announce anything yet, because nothing is in stone yet. But yeah. So we can you can look forward to more of that stuff coming up. Gosh, I think that's about it. Just kind of channel business. If you are not subbed to the YouTube, make sure you are. If you are on Instagram, please give me a follow on Instagram. And again, anything that you do on one of these social media platforms to share my stuff out, that helps me incredibly. And it's free. You know, we do have, I had mentioned my boy Jamie Tripp and my boy Robert Brown in there with the little star next to their name for Brewer's Apprentice. That is the $2.99 monthly subscription to the channel. I try to give priority to questions when you got that little star next to your name. It's kind of the little benefit that comes with that. But just a little way, you know, it's a cup of coffee a month, depending on how expensive coffee is by you and how much you make it, order it to be like a milkshake. But if it works for you and your budget, I really appreciate it. And 100%, don't feel pressure to do it. If you don't have the scratch, it's no big thing. This stuff is meant to be out there, free. And it's about sharing. It's about sharing what we know. So yeah, man. But anyways, dude, that's kind of where it's at. You know, my lovely wife brought me a little beverage here. If you did not check out last month the talk that I had with Chris Schneff from Stormcloud, you're missing out. It was good. Chris has grown so much, man. He worked for me. I was his first boss in the industry, and great kid. And I hesitate to say kid. He's a great man, and he's out there doing really, really good things. And we just had a great chat about phylized yeast strains, techniques, different things like that. So you should go back and check it out. If you didn't, I will say that was probably the biggest stream that I've had. Was on that one. We had a good number of people in the chat. It was very, very cool. What else? But yeah, man, we were talking about that sit down that I had with Chris, talking thiols and yeast. Really cool stuff. Oh, I have another one coming up where I'm going live like 2 nights in a row. So what was it? I think I have my date right on that Janus one. But then maybe like on the 18th or something, I've got another live stream that I'm doing with my boy Andy Gallagher, who is head brewer at Linwood Brewing Concern. You definitely need to you definitely need to check out their beer if you can. They're doing great things with anything from hazy beer, standard West Coast IPA. They've got some banging lagers on. Billy up there has always made a beautiful Irish stout. Yeah, so yeah, for sure check that out. We got a few more people that have popped in September and June. What's good, dude? Good to see you. We have Frucampo. Welcome, man. I'm sometimes a little hesitant to read some of the names because sometimes you guys try to get me to say something I shouldn't be saying. I have to double check that date where I'm going to be sitting down with Andy Gallagher. Dave B, what's up? We are going to be talking a bunch of stuff. Andy's one of those guys. He's another guy that worked for me in the past. Good dude. Yeah, he's putting in a lot of work on these obviously, you know, hazy IPA is so big right now, but he's a real purist. It took him a long time to turn the corner on these hazy beers. He loves making some beautiful German lagers and everything like that. He's got some big time hardware hanging around his neck for doing fruited sours, like long-term sours, stuff like that too. So there's a wide range of things that we can talk about. So maybe we can end up fielding some questions for that before we go on the air with that. But you won't want to miss that either. He does have some big time hardware hanging. September and June. But yeah, man. Well, listen, let's get it. Are people still getting it popping? Regardless, let's get it popping.